Good day, people of Gauteng, Centurion, colleagues, friends, and the people of the rest of South Africa. It gives me great pleasure, or I feel honored. I wouldn't say it gives me great pleasure to talk about COVID-19, but I feel honored that I'm asked to say a few words on COVID-19. I must tell you from personal experience. I had a patient in the last 3 days, 2 patients in the last 3 days who were COVID positive but very ill. Very, very ill that required hospitalization. There weren't beds. Eventually we squeezed them in. The ambulance, private ambulance rushing one of my patients to midstream had to stop halfway, told by casualty officers, don't bring that patient here, we got no beds. Metform, Eugene Murray, all the hospitals were full. Unitas full. Fortunately, I communicated with a specialist who deals with COVID-19 cases, and he had organized a bed for this patient. Last night, I had another patient, a lady, who was tested on Monday. Her result came on Monday as COVID negative. She was negative. But she got so ill yesterday, very, very ill, that I had to get her admitted. I just told the husband, I tried all over, couldn't get a bed. I just told the husband, just take her to casualty. He took her to casualty, and fortunately they kept her there. And this morning we got the result, and she was very sick. And this morning we got the result, her test is positive. Her COVID test is positive, which was negative 2 days ago. So things can change in your body within days. You can be completely asymptomatic. You may have mild symptoms, and those are the spreaders. Please take your precautions, and the best way is washing hands frequently or sanitizing your hands, wearing a mask. Don't be clever. Don't take it for granted. It's going to hit us all. Presently already, there's very few families that don't have a family person, either near or far, that are not affected. And of course, social distancing. Please practice that. Practice that. It's just a sacrifice for this year. Hopefully, by next year, things will get a bit better, and we can only get rid of this virus by these methods. The virus we can't kill. It's going to disappear. We're going to make it disappear. There's no medication yet, and I don't foresee medication very soon until the arrival of the vaccine. The Solidarity trial, is busy with an international trial of different combinations of medication, antiviral. That results will come. We're not sure how successful that will be, but presently it looks very gloomy in the next few months. I can boldly tell you the government is not responsible now for making sure we wear masks, wash hands, sanitize, and government can't carry on policing us into obedience and adherence. We didn't want to comply. When the government told us level 5 and 4, we looked after you. From level 3, the ball is in your court. You take responsibility. And this is the result. People are defiantly hosting parties and get-togethers, increasing the spread risk like wildfire. 14 to 15% of people will get quite sick, and they'll most probably require medication or home oxygen or so. But there's a small amount, between 1 and 5%, that will require more intense treatment. And therefore I would say, please be careful, take precautions, follow the protocols. Follow the protocols of washing hands frequently. Follow the protocols of wearing a mask all the time. I just like to touch on this point. When you wear a mask, you are not protecting yourself. You are protecting the next person whom you're talking to. And please, the mask must be over the nose and the mouth, not only over the mouth. And not, of course, not below the chin. And that's the second thing. The third thing is social distancing. There's no two ways. We'll have to practice this not for now, not for 2 months, not for 3 months, until the vaccine is found and if it's successful. The vaccine, no matter what people tell you, it will only be, by the looks of it, the most optimistic predictions are that it will be ready by mid next year. So we've got a long way to go. So please take the precautions. The numbers are increasing. Everything is in your hands. You have to take action. You have to be cautious. You have this virus has changed our way of life. No more shaking hands. Please. No more hugging. And communication by virtual means between family members also. You've got the video calls, you've got the cell phones. Try that more than having physical contact. Once again, thank you for allowing me to say a few words, and I hope it makes sense.